Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is the ugliest, dreariest day out today. If you're experiencing one of them days in your state, then you're probably thinking about comfort food. And today I'm going to be making, in the slow cooker, some mac and cheese. Now, oddly enough, I thought I had a box of macaroni. So I was in my pantry, tearing apart things on the shelves, looking for a box of macaroni and cheese. Could have sworn I bought it. And then I remembered, no, I didn't. Because I wasn't sure in Giant if I was going to go over. So I didn't ring up several boxes of pasta. And good thing that I didn't, because I was getting very close to what I had left on my stamps. So, what am I going to do and how am I going to make mac and cheese today? Well, I happen to have in my pantry 4 boxes of macaroni and cheese. So I'm going to be using the macaroni noodles from all 4 boxes. But this one, they're straight, they're not the actual curved macaroni, but that doesn't matter, 3 boxes are. Now, I won't be using the actual powdered cheese packets in it. What I'm going to do with the cheese packets is I have a shaker of popcorn seasoning, and it's actually almost gone. So I'm going to carefully pry off the little shaker top and pour that cheese packet into it, all 4 of them, because a little bit of that cheesy powder on top of microwave popcorn is really, really good.
I have a question, and it's actually a good question. Does the shape of macaroni noodles affect how good it is?
No.
Is that actually a thing?
No.
I always wondered that.
It's just, I don't know, I guess like common to use that certain shape.
Because of the elbow.
Yeah. But, no, not really.
I always actually wondered that, if it actually made a difference.
No, no. And more or less, it's more, I think, for, like, the appearance.
Yeah.
Like, use macaroni salad for, like, macaroni salad, the macaroni noodles. So that was actually a good question. But anywho, so that's what I'm going to do with the powder. So, there is a few minutes of stovetop prep. And basically, what I will be doing before I start this in my slow cooker is cooking the macaroni, but only for 6 minutes. It needs to be a little bit undercooked and drained. So that's what I will be doing. It also calls for sour cream and half and half. Well, I don't have half and half, so I'll be using regular milk for that. The sour cream, I'm just not a big fan anymore of sour cream, so I'm omitting that. But everything else I do have, and I will be cubing my my cheese. Remember, with my shopping haul, I decided that the Velveeta cheese was just way too expensive, so I just got some store brand cheese and gonna cube that. So let's get partially cooking some macaroni noodles. A little bit curious how many cups of water I actually need if I'm making 4 boxes of macaroni, because each individual box says 6 cups, but that would be 24 cups of water, and I'm thinking that just seems to be a little bit too much. So Ronnie, having worked in dietary and a personal care home, told me to go with 10 cups of water based on the amount of macaroni that is actually in each of these boxes.
That's to be on the safe side.
As compared to actually like working with
12.
a big 16-ounce box of macaroni. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be adding 10 cups of water in here. Yeah, see? He actually is right. Look at that. 10 cups seems to be pretty good. Righty, so I just went around with my pink Himalayan salt, got that in there, and I'm going to boil up those 10 cups of water. So while I am doing that, ta-da, here's that butter popcorn seasoning I was talking about. So I'm just going to take each of these packets out of the macaroni and cheese and I need scissors to open that. So I'm just going to cut off a corner and just put that right in. Now I'm sure each one of these is going to be a little bit different colored. This one is more like a butter color. Some of them are like a real orangish. But yeah, see, this one is definitely just like a butter color. Either way, it's not going to get wasted. And it will be used, nothing will be going to waste. And I'm just going to continue that with the other 3 boxes. Water's starting to boil. And I am adding the macaroni. So this is going to be a little bit of a mixture. We're going to have the regular macaroni noodles, and we're going to have, as you could see, some of the straight ones, but that's okay. It's like half and half, so that will be perfectly all right. Now, this only needs to be boiled for 6 minutes. So the macaroni is going to be a little bit undercooked. I'm going to set my timer. And let this cook for 6 minutes. That's 5 tablespoons of melted butter. And I'm going to be adding my first block of cheese. I'm going to let this melt on between medium and low, but more towards the higher end. And if you're wondering what these are, yeah, these are getting moved. These are the last of jars for candles. I actually had to soak labels off these last night. And this I was looking for. This is actually for DIY coming up very soon. So yeah, I have to move my my glass jars. So I'm just going to stir this and stir it on this lower setting because I don't want it to clump. I want it to be creamy. And you don't need to use the type of cheese I'm using, mild cheddar. I mean, you could use like the white cheddar, you could use pepper jack, or you know, whatever kind of cheese you want with your macaroni and cheese. And this is how I like cheese to be. I like it to melt nice and smooth and creamy. Alrighty guys, so I unfortunately am out of cooking spray. I forgot to get some. So I'm going to be adding my cheese mixture. Now it is starting to thicken a little bit. Nothing to panic about because, as I said, I will be adding milk to this. The original recipe calls for 2 cups of half and half. So either way, if you go with milk or half and half, that will thin it down somewhat. Now, I said I'm not adding sour cream. I'm not really a fan anymore of sour cream. So I'm just going to add teeny bit Himalayan salt. I'm going to add a half teaspoon. Recipe says onion salt. Half and half. Well, I'm going to be using milk and pepper. Righty, so you can see I added the milk, and this is starting to thicken because it is cooling down. Once I turn the heat on in this stove, it will all melt back up. See, it's starting to come apart already. That's because it rapidly cooled down in the cold milk. So, I also added a little bit of black pepper. I'm already going to turn this up to low. Going to start adding the macaroni. Little by little. Stirring it in. And I'm just going to keep doing that with the rest of the macaroni. Cheese is breaking up. And again, just keep stirring. As you add the mac and cheese, little by little, the macaroni. Remember, the macaroni is partially cooked, about 3/4 of the way, but not all the way. Alright, sit down in my chair for a moment. So, breaking up the macaroni because it cooled down in the pot. All you gotta do is loosen it up. Whoops. Did any fly out? No. None did. Okay. And like I said, with the addition of the milk in here, this cheddar cheese and the butter, it's going to just thin right out. Alrighty, so I got that pretty well mixed in. And now it just says set on low and let it cook for 3 to 4 hours. As with my other recipes, I always check it every hour on the hour and show you guys what it looks like. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to set my oven timer for 3 hours. 3 hours should be more than enough. Alright, so 1 hour has passed. And sure enough, like I said, once it started heating up, the cheese would start thinning out. And that's exactly what it is doing. I took a little taste and I was like, oh my goodness. I'll tell you what. Oh yeah. Well, as I figured, guys, that this wasn't going to need no 3 hours. And sure enough, like, I mean, come on, that is looking, that is looking good. So now the only thing left I need to actually do is open up my can of stewed tomatoes and heat them up in a saucepan. Now, I like macaroni and cheese with stewed tomatoes. That's how my grandmother used to make it for me. Ronnie likes it without. Either way, this is going to be so good. I think that looks so yummy. I have to let this cool down a little bit, but I'm just going to give it a taste. I'm just going to blow on it. I'm hungry. This way surpasses any powdered cheese mix any day. Any powdered cheese sauce? No. This is like really, really good. And as I said, I have stewed tomatoes on mine. That's how my gram used to actually make it for me when I was a little girl. This is good, guys, and this was so worth the wait. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit my subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, please stay safe, and I will see you all on my next one. Take care. Have a great evening. Bye.